Hi everybody, welcome back. So today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic which is about food, because without food we can't survive, right? And how we eat, when we eat, and how we prepare and what we eat. It definitely plays a vital role in our life. And today I'm going to spend some time on this and share some specific tips. Okay, let's hop into this. So how to check food that can make your body happy? Is there any way to do this? I would say yes, because there's no rule of thumb. But you can do what you can do. You can try different types of food. Meaning that if you feel you have a craving for having meat, then have it. If you have a craving for plant-based, today so-called vegan foods or something like that, if you want to try that. And then if you also want to try the 100% vegetarian meal, try that. If you want to have sattvic food, meaning that no onion, no garlics in vegetarian meal, so that is known as sattvic food. If you want to try that, try all of them. Then if you realize or feel different in your body by having just changing the food, and then I think you are on the right path to choose the right food which basically suits your body. Essentially, if I go by rule of thumb, that our human body is made for the food which has the genetic structure or the code which is really relatively simple. So our human body is made for that. When I talk about genetic code, basically the fruits, vegetables, nuts, these are the ones basically they go really well, smooth, because you have to understand the alimentary canal we have from the fetal plate and all the way to our anus is basically 5 to 6 times of our individual height. So it is really complex, and there are so many round circles. And then if we have really complex genetic code food, basically meat, it's really torturous for our body, because our body goes through so much tremendous friction in order to digest that food. Our body parts, organs, they are all the time in job, and which is not good. Even though when we are sleeping in night, they're still in job, and which is not idle. So if your body feels really agile, energetic, and nice after having such food, then you should understand this is it. This is the right kind of food for your body, and you must continue. Alright, so if your body feels lethargy after having such foods, the type of food which I mentioned, probably you will feel lethargic once you are having meat-based meal. And then probably after that you need a caffeine in order to pump up your energy, or or maybe in order to just stay awake or focus. Otherwise your body will fall asleep. That means you have to understand your body is not happy. Your body is not happy. If your body is happy, that means you do not need any external substances. Without these external substances, your body can go on, and that is the hint you must understand. That means your body is happy and you are on a right kind of diet. The way you eat is not only decide your physical health, it also decide your mental health. Meaning that today there are substantial evidences from prestigious medical association and institutes. They are saying that if your gut fit, then your mind is fit. Meaning that gut and mind, they're really interconnected. And in this integration, if you have really bad stomach, then the same worm is going to get into your head. It's just a matter of time, and it's all about just a question of time. So you don't want that, right? So if you eat with enormous gratitude when you're eating your food, like you are bowing down to the food, and then in Indian tradition we do that. We consider food is a supreme, you can say, entity is there within the food, and with the help of his blessing, the Almighty's blessing, we are being able to nurture this body, right? So if this is the case, we should pay enormous amount of gratitude towards that thing, right? So when you're having food, always bow down to the food, show some gratitude that because of this food, this body is getting all the fuel which it needs, right? And then if this is the case, we should always bow down. And if you feel meat is a good source of protein, then I have an argument for that. Because yes, definitely meat is a good source of protein, no question about it. But the excessive consumption of meat, or maybe continuous consumption of meat, may cause cancer, and it is not new. I think it's really available in public domain today. The enormous amounts of cancer cases in India. I think India is probably the largest in the world right now in terms of the cancer cases, which was not the case maybe 50, 60, 100 years before. And right now they are in rise because most of Indian uh, diet today is kind of switching in past 5, 6 decades into meat-based diet, which is not good, because if you are continuously into meat-based diet, then there will be repercussions, and which probably people are paying in so many ways. What could be the good alternatives? Like I said, fruits, vegetables, nuts, they are always the best option to go with. Specifically, if you have sprouted nut, sprouted grams, I would say the green moon is good. But it's awesome. If you have black chickpeas, if you have groundnuts, soak them overnight. Next morning, you can have them as your breakfast. And in fact, as a matter of fact, you can have them throughout the day whenever you're feeling like, because they absorb a lot of water, and then it's going to keep hydrating your body. Second thing, nuts. Nuts are the best options when you are when you want to take any snacks. You can switch to nuts. You have almonds, cashews, raisins, black and white. Then we have walnuts. This is one of the most powerful nuts, and yeah, there could be many other locals. So these are the ones which basically available everywhere, and we can switch to them. There are enormous health benefits. I'm not getting into in detail them, and if you want, you can Google them, and you will get easily the information out there. So meaning that dry fruits, vegetables, and the fruit. These are the one basically the to go with option. Not only they will give you good taste or health, because they are going to reduce, specifically the nuts, they are going to reduce the risk of heart diseases. Today, heart disease is one of the prime cause that we are having fatal in our society. So we can avoid that just by making small switch in our diet plan. Beans could be the one of the greater options if somebody is looking for a protein intake, because it is really not true that we believe meat has the highest amount of protein. That is not true. I'm going to tell you later on in upcoming some of the videos that what is the grain or pulses we have in India or in vegetarian diet which has the highest amount of protein. And when I say highest, it's lean protein is more than your chicken breast or whatever you are looking for, right? So beans contains, of course, really it combined with fibers and other essential amino acids, and is basically helps for maintaining the blood sugar level in our system, and which is good. So the takeaways: think before you eat your next meal. Think about it. You ought to give it a shot. Try all of these options, and I'm 100% sure your body will respond or resonate with the vegetarian meal more smoothly, because this is the way our human system has been designed, and sooner or later you will realize it. So I hope it makes sense and it helps for the viewers, and then you can make a wise decision for your health diet. And you have to remember, health is wealth, and if you don't take care of it now, if you eat carelessly, rigorously, mindlessly right now, then you have to eat that much, the equal amount of, even more amount of medicines in near term, so which we don't want, and there could be many physical sufferings which we don't want, right? So just give it a shot. Try this, how to check your food that can make your body happy. I hope you like this video. If you like, then do feel to subscribe and follow the channel, and keep in touch. We'll continuously covering content on this. All right.